Hey everyone, what is going on? So today we're going to be making another Scape and Listen type video. It is currently about 3 p.m. Sunday, May 18th. Yesterday I had prom, and I got home at about 6 o'clock. Got up at like 1:30, so I'm just kind of chilling, doing some magic training at the moment. Yeah. Sorry, last video we were training magic as well, and here we are again. We are very close to 93 magic, so we're almost done with this, don't worry. It's you won't have to witness me in this god ugly brown dungeon for too much longer, and then we can hopefully never see this place ever again. So that's gonna be your background footage today. Pay no mind to it. As always, the whole escape and listen idea. The background footage doesn't matter. Just play some RuneScape and listen to me babble on about shit. All right, so today I have a few topics. One is going to be RuneScape related, and the rest are going to be more serious or IRL related. In my last Scape and Listen video, you guys gave me some absolutely outstanding feedback. I didn't think it would be received that well. I thought you guys would say, "Oh, this is okay. Like I could do this once in a while." But I got a unanimous approval saying that you really, really enjoyed it, and I should make more. So that was obviously really nice to see. I was glad that you guys enjoyed it so much. And if you guys do enjoy this type of video, feel free to leave a like down below. Quickly before we start on our topics, I would like to say a few words on the whole asking for likes thing. Now, pretty much everybody asks for likes, and I'm not saying they ask for likes. They're just saying like, if you like it, please, feel free to like it. And it's one of those weird things where likes are people would like it if they remembered, but if you remind them, they'll like it. That's one of those weird things. And I'm not just like trying to just say this. I know this for a fact. Like this is, I've seen it in my own videos. Right now, if I upload a progress video with just, just me skilling, doing whatever, like my next progress video on average, it'll probably get like 200 likes, which is awesome, of course. Any likes is good, to show that you guys like the video. But I'll probably get about 200 likes. About a week or two, I don't know, like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I uploaded a fairly long video with a lot of bossing, and right at the start of the video, I put up a thing on the screen that said, killing all these, making all these bossing clips took quite a while to make the video, so if you did enjoy it, feel free to leave a like. And that's no bullshit, that's for real, it took a really long time. So I was like, okay, if you guys enjoy this, please leave a like. That progress video has 500 likes. Like, it just hit 500 today. That is by far my most liked video. Like, by far. Well, okay. Never mind. My Third Age video probably has more, but it has like 50,000 views or some crazy number like that, so that doesn't really count. It's got like 500 likes, and that was like the first video where I ever, put something on the screen that said, if you did enjoy, please like it. And I have done that on a few other videos, and I, see that the likes increase dramatically. So, I'm not trying to say like, oh, you should like my videos, please, please like my videos. It's just like it's almost like I'm just reminding you, like, hey, if you like this, feel free to leave a like. It helps me. Because likes, like I said, it's just one of those things where if you remind people, they'll do it. It's not like I'm forcing you to like it, and if you didn't like the video, you wouldn't like it. I'm just, reminding you. Which is one of those, weird things with people where if you don't remind them, sometimes they just forget shit. So, at any rate, I guess that was just my little, me going off on a little tangent talking about, asking for likes and stuff like that, which is not a big deal. I don't think anyone ever has had a problem with someone saying, if you like this, please like it. It's not like it just takes away from the video, like, oh, he spent the last 4 seconds asking me to like it? This is a shit video, So, that's my little tangent about asking for likes, which is, it's an interesting thought. It's an interesting topic. Someone should do some research on, how dramatically likes increase if you ask for it. Okay, so on my last video, I talked a little bit about RuneScape stuff and more about IRL stuff, and in the comments down below, I told you guys to, tell me what you guys thought about the video, tell me what's up, and most of you, oh my, okay. Alrighty guys, well there is some dragon plate legs. 2 dragon items in the same inventory. What? That's pretty cool. I'm actually kind of excited. That's really awesome. Okay, well there we go. There's some dragon plate legs. Sorry about that. I just rolling with the free commentary. That's kind of the cool thing about these videos. I'm just rolling with the commentary, and in that particular instance, I needed to record it like that was for a progress video, because I'll put that part in the progress video. Anyway, like I said on the last video, a lot of you guys really seemed more interested in the IRL or, deep topic, quote unquote, where I was talking about, some real life issues and, just general things that aren't RuneScape related, and you guys really seem to be more interested in that kind of stuff, so I'll stick more to that in these videos when I have something, I feel like I want to talk about. But there is some RuneScape related things that I need to talk about quickly, and it is about Legacy again. If any of you guys are subscribed to a friend, well, I'm sure all of you are subscribed to a friend, a friend, who else, Scape Skill, Castle Wars, they all posted their videos from their Jagex headquarters trip about the Legacy trip, and I have watched all of their videos. I have kind of gathered what I watched and what they were talking about, and I feel like right now, Legacy mode will bring back a surge of players to the live game. Now, that is simply because PKing will be fully functional again with Legacy mode. You can one tick with AGS, you can PK like you used to be able to, so people will definitely come back for that. And as well, there should be a good resurgence of Pures, because Jagex did talk about reverting certain requirements. Like in the live game right now, you need a certain defense level to wear black DI chaps, whereas in the old game, it was, 1 defense, so Pures always use them. Same thing with like Mithril gloves, stuff like that. They're going to be reverting all of those back to 1 defense, so that 1 defense Pures can PK on the live game again. So updates like that definitely will see an increase in player base that are, going to want to go back and play the live game and PK with their, good accounts if they haven't trained up an 07 one yet. But at the same time, what I've seen, it's going to be really shitty for PVM overall. So it's not going to be as big of a change as everyone thinks it is. I don't think 07 will take much of a hit at all. It should probably stay about the same. Because, most people at this point have already decided I don't want to play the live game. Like I've moved to 07. That's just how it's going to be. So my just current thoughts on the pre-beta Legacy mode, which doesn't necessarily tell you much, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, it should be a good update. It really should be a good update for those that want to PK again on the live game and stuff like that. But I don't think it'll have much of an impact on 07, which should be a sigh of relief for some of you. Like I said, that have committed to 07 now, so. And the same applies for my channel. I'm never going to quit 07 and go back to purely RuneScape 3. Trust me, I would never do that. You guys are mostly subscribed for my old school videos, and I understand that, so. Anyway, that's really the only RuneScape topics I needed to talk about. Like I said, you guys really didn't seem to care about the RuneScape stuff in the last one, so I tried to keep this relatively short. So, now on for the deeper topic. I have talked about this in an earlier video, like a long time ago. It was when I didn't have very many subscribers, so a lot of you probably haven't seen it, so I figured I may as well talk about it again. I do like talking about some of these, more real life issues, like deep issues that, because some of you are my age or close to my age, roughly. I'm 16. So a lot of you are, close to my age, a little younger, a little older, what have you. And I feel like some of you might be able to relate to this. And if not, hopefully you just, enjoy listening to a chill commentary of me talking about this kind of stuff. So first thing I want to talk about, like I said in that previous video that I talked about, is being scared of growing up. Excuse me, I need to drink some water. These long commentaries, man, they really parch the old throat. Alright, so, being scared of growing up. Now, that could have a lot of meanings, because growing up is a pretty loosely used phrase. Does it mean just overall being mature? Does it mean going to college? Whatever. For me, it basically means going to college. Now, as you guys probably know from my live streams, I'm pretty random, and, I'm outgoing. Like, I'm not a shy person. So I'm not afraid of going to college and not being able to meet people and, stuff like that. But my fear at this, right now, I'm a junior. The school year ends later this week, so I'm going to be a senior very soon. and I have no idea what I want to do. Not a clue. And people all around me are like, oh, you're only a junior. You're only 16. You got nothing to worry about. No, shut up. You don't understand. It's for someone like me who like overthinks things a lot and just thinks way too in depth as they should be. Not knowing what I want to do with the rest of my life when I'm a senior in high school is really scary. Now, obviously, I know what I want to do, and I'm doing it right now. But realistically speaking, if I could ever do this as a job, if I got big enough where this would be a job, that would be absolutely crazy. But realistically speaking, here, I'm gonna go to college and get a degree and get a job. And not knowing what I want to do is a really scary thought because, as I've talked to you guys, this is what I enjoy. Like, what I'm doing right now is what I like. And my mom was, she's talking to me, she's like, oh, you gotta find what you like and, what you enjoy. I'm just like, I'm doing what I like. This is what I really enjoy doing. And now, naturally, my parents are both nearly 60, so they grew up, well, a long time before the technology age that we have right now. So they don't necessarily understand. They just think of this as kind of like a silly hobby type thing. And, well, quite frankly, up until I started making money from YouTube, they just thought this was a stupid waste of time. Some of you with older parents definitely can relate to this. When it comes to, like, playing video games and stuff like this, it's just a terrible waste of time. But, of course, now that I, make a little money from YouTube and stuff because of you guys, your awesome support and, all the views I get and stuff. Now it's cool. It's awesome. Congratulations, good work. You put in the work and, now you're seeing something for it. That's just how older people operate. I'm getting off topic. If you have older parents, you know what I'm talking about. But, I just said, like, this is what I like doing. And, their whole oldness is like, well, this isn't a job. You need to, you need to find something that's a job that you like. And I'm just like, oh, no way, no. See, that's why I'm so scared. It's just like, I've thought so long and so hard. There's many nights where I just couldn't sleep. I'm just in there, just sitting in bed, just thinking. I have no fucking clue. I don't know. I don't know what I really enjoy or could see myself doing forever. It's a scary thought, especially because, like I just said, it's what I'm doing the rest of my life. You feel like you should find something you're passionate about and that you would want to do for the rest of your life. But going to college in 2 years and having not a fucking clue is really scary. And that's what I mean by being scared of growing up. It's just, it's a fear of you just don't know where your life is gonna go. You're scared of, you hear about all these people that were just super smart in high school, and then they go to college and they flunk out and they become homeless. And it's just like stuff like that is just so scary because when you don't know what you want to do, you don't really have a set plan. You just feel like vulnerable to stuff like that. Like you don't have a secure plan, you know what I mean? And I feel like some of you might be able to relate to this because people my age, my friends, I talk to them all the time and stuff like this comes up, and a lot of them know what they want to do because we live in a rural community and a lot of them live on farms, so they're going to be farmers. That's easy for them. But some of them, they don't know what they want to do. They're in the same boat as me, and it's scary. It's a scary thought of, growing up, going to college, spending money on classes without a real goal in mind. So hopefully some of you guys could relate to that as well. And, this is one of those things that I've always had a problem with, and I've been thinking about this way too long. I have had these thoughts about not knowing what I want to do since I was a sophomore, which is a little ridiculous. Oh my god, the phone. I think this happened last time. Better go answer it. God damn it. Just interrupt in a chill commentary. It was Mama Mammal. Anyway, I guess that kind of wrapped that up, I guess. If I had any more thoughts about it, that definitely got cut off in my train of thoughts there. But, hopefully some of you guys can relate to those feelings, because I know a lot of you are similar to my age, and I just have that feeling. I've had that feeling for like 2 years where I'm just scared because I don't know what I want to do. It's just a scary thought to think of going away without having a real goal in mind. But, at the same time, though, I do think about it like this. They're right. I am only 16. I have a long time to decide. So when I really think about it logically, I'm not scared because I think, well, I always have time to decide. It's not a big deal, you know. It's never too late to decide what you want to do. But just the part of me, the illogical part of me, you know, that just feels these odd feelings. Hashtag puberty. What? I don't know where that came from. Anyway, just all these hormones and shit, man. I'm losing it. This, you know, I do feel scared, but at the same time I don't because I understand that I have great support around me from my friends and my family, and of course you guys. You guys are amazing too. So, um, that pretty much wrapped up that thought. Last, that kind of ties into that is also the fear of peaking, and by peaking I mean having your life really good early on and then not so good later, which is also, you know, part of that fear of growing up. Because right now, I work a summer job, I make YouTube videos, I live stream, I have really good grades in school. I mean, I have no, you know, bad grades that, you know, I have to worry about, and I play sports and I have a lot of friends and I have a loving family, and like everything is just so good. And I'm afraid that, you know, when real life hits me, I might not be able to do this much anymore. And I love, you know, making videos and interacting with you guys and shit. And I am afraid of peaking in my teenage years. And obviously, you can't look at it like that. You can't say, well, I gotta stop doing this because I'm peaking and I'm not gonna enjoy my later life. I just am kind of afraid, like right now, like everything is just so good that when real life hits me, just smacks me across the face and just fucking wake up, little man. Like it's just it's gonna hit me hard, and it's gonna be hard. And I'm a little afraid of the whole peaking thing, and I guess that kind of ties into the whole afraid of growing up. So that kind of, you know, is in the same regard. But any other topics? Let's see. Uh, I guess like this one kind of ties into prom and stuff like that. This one's a little awkward. Like it's harder to talk about this kind of stuff because you guys are my friends and I enjoy talking to you, but I don't know you that well, you know. Um, but it's just I'm 16, I'm almost 17. I've never had a girlfriend. And you do feel kind of lonely when all your friends around you have girlfriends and all that. But at the same time, I've been super happy throughout my whole life. I've never felt depressed or anything like that. I've always been very happy throughout my life without a girlfriend, but like at prom and stuff, you see, you know, got your friends and their girlfriend, you know, and it makes you feel kind of lonely. And I don't feel lonely because I have, you know, so many friends and family and you guys, and, you know, I don't feel lonely in that regard, but just not having a girlfriend or not knowing what that feels like, it does make me feel kind of alone in a sense. And it's hard to describe it because I know I'm just speaking a massive paradox right now. I don't feel alone, but I feel alone. Like, you know, it's hard to put it in words, but it's it's one of those things where I've kind of just sat down and, you know, thought about it and said, you know, I'm almost 17. I've never had a girlfriend. It does make me feel kind of, you know, lonely or alone, but I'm happy. I've never not been happy, so why should I make a big deal about it, you know? Um, like I said, I've never been depressed. I've always been happy. I've always enjoyed life. So I try not to take that kind of stuff like super serious. Like, oh, I've never had a girlfriend. I'm always gonna be alone. Like, I try not to be a Debbie Downer about stuff like that. And obviously, it's a thought. It is. It's all this is kind of tying into like, you know, fear of growing up and, you know, losing things like this. This is all kind of tying together nicely. Um, but I don't know. In this point in my life, like I said, I've never had a girlfriend, and it does make you feel kind of alone. But at the same time, always been happy, and that kind of transitions into my next, you know, life advice type thing where I'm talking about. And I know this might sound weird to some of you, you know, talking about life advice from a 16-year-old, but I feel like, you know, throughout my life, like I said, I've been happy and I've found things that work. And a lot of you guys are the same age as me, so I'm just trying to, trying to maybe give you guys some advice and try and help you out in that regard. So when it comes to stuff like that, like I said, I've never had a girlfriend, but I've been happy, and I've come to the realization that happiness is what you make it. You can't put your happiness dependent upon someone else. You know, people have boyfriend, girlfriend, they break up, they're just devastated, they can't move on with life. That's you should never feel like that this early in life. You know what? Maybe I'm a little glad that I've never had a girlfriend. You know, that's not to say I don't want a girlfriend. Don't take that in the wrong context, but I have never in my whole life put my happiness dependent upon one sole person. Right now, I would say my happiness is kind of based on you guys because this is what I love doing. I love making videos and streaming and, interacting. That's what I really love doing, and that's what makes me happy. But I've never placed my happiness on one person. And so that's what I'm trying to say. Happiness is what you make it. You can't say, without this person, I won't be happy. You need to say that I am happy, and with this person, I'm happier. You know? And that's just, kind of some more life advice. People have been telling me, too, about how in the comments I read that I'm very wise for my age and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to, like, talk myself up or anything. But people say I'm, like, wise for my age. And I don't know. I mean, okay, I guess, but at the same time, I think about things logically. I just think about it like in a way that clearly makes sense. Like I said, if you don't place your happiness on one person, if you find happiness and then find things to add to it that make you more happy, you'll never be unhappy in your life, you know? So when you guys tell me I'm wise for my age, I don't think I'm wise for my age. I think I just think logically, and then I just understand how certain things in this world work. If you want to, live a certain way and feel a certain way, you just, you have to look at it. You have to look at it from certain aspects like this, where you just kind of take a step back and think, should I do this? Or should I just kind of like take a step back and, go with the flow? And, that kind of, too, is like my brother with my prom date and stuff. You guys have seen a picture of her. I think she's pretty, and obviously, and she's really fun to be around, yada yada. You feel me? And he's like, so you gonna ask her out? I'm just like, I don't know. If the situation ever arises, sure. But I'm not just gonna, fucking push for it, That's kind of my thought, too. Just go with the flow of things. If, the situation arises for anything in life where it just feels right, then do it. Don't force things, Find things that make you happy, continue doing them, things will come your way, go with the flow, just act with what you are given, you know. That was kind of a lot of incoherent thoughts, kind of just placed together that kind of worked together, and so that was it for this Scape and Listen video. There's just some things I need to get off my mind, because like I said, I was riding home from prom. I don't even know, did I talk about that? I don't even remember. This is like a 23-minute video. It's hard to remember things 23 minutes ago, short-term memory loss in this big old noggin of mine. Just some things I want to talk about, because I was riding home from prom, and I wasn't talking, but I was awake, and I got into one of those deep thought sessions where I just think ridiculous things, and these are some of the things that, just they come to my mind and they stay there. Sometimes these things, unless I, really, it takes some time where I need to not, think about them for them to go away. But things like this usually stay there for a while, and I usually think about them a lot. And so talking to you guys about them, it helps. It really does. And, a lot of you guys are similar to my age. You're close to my age. And, maybe some of this advice or, just listening to me talk about things from my point of view, maybe it can give you a better perspective on, ways, I don't know, I don't want to say to improve your life, because who am I to help you improve your life, it's just, I just feel like, maybe some of you that are close to my age might be feeling the same issues, and that, hearing someone else talk about them might help you through it. And, as always, with the Escape and Listen videos, leave a comment down below, tell me how you guys are doing. That's the whole point of these. It's supposed to feel like a face-to-face conversation. So let me guys, what am I saying? Let me know how you guys are doing down below. Let me know what you thought about these topics, opinions on them. And as always, if you guys did enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like. Remember what we were talking about earlier? Yeah, I just reminded you, so do it, bitch.